Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to continue on the NanoWriMo journey. I believe we're reaching the final parts of the NanoWriMo journey, but I hope that everything is going well. And so the purpose of this channel is to use themes that you can find in, whoops, I'll get it right, the Gift of Virtue Clarity deck. This is normally used for tarot, but we can use it for just developing themes. And so we're going to use these themes to help us build storylines, build side quests to help create what I'll call tower moments where something horrible happens, where a change actually has to happen, or if you're into tarot, that's like these death card moments where there's an ending to something. And so we need to find ways to build a new theme or to capitalize on the characters we already have and perhaps redesign those characters to give more life, because right now in the NanoWriMo journey, we might be having some issues. And so let's talk about these themes. The first one is hospitality. The second theme is stamina. And the third theme is levity. And this should be really fun today. I'm sort of excited about this. So what I'm looking for, or what I'm looking at, is a party, right? So this is the scene that I'm developing straight out of these three cards, because again, levity is this whole relaxing, lightly comic, not taking life too seriously, and so this is sort of the theme for the day. Now, this is a character trait in a lot of ways, because you always have those characters who just are like, everything's small potatoes, it doesn't matter, everything will be just fine, right? And not taking anything too seriously. But we can also use that to sort of set the theme for a very light-hearted party of people coming together and just enjoying their day. And so that brings us to this other part, and the reason why I brought this up is hospitality. Now this here, in my mind, when we look at a party, we start looking at the rules of hospitality. What are the guest-host relationships, right? Do you have characters in the story who might be taking advantage of the host? Or treating the host horribly? Or not treating the host horribly, right? So that can be a conflict here, is that what are the rules of hospitality and how might people be breaking them by showing a little bit too much levity? So a party, right? So we have those parties, and you've all had those people that just refuse to leave. And so stamina, this whole notion of keeping up with the people in the room, keeping up with just the whole theme of the day. So stamina is a very interesting thing. So if you're at a party, there's also the stamina of just keeping up with your guests. I am horrible at dinner parties because I go a mile a minute. If you don't notice, I can talk. And so people have to have the stamina to maintain this if I don't have this under control. So stamina is really important because, again, when we're looking at a party, stamina is a very interesting conflict because, again, you're also looking at people just trying to hang on. Sometimes parties last till 3 a.m. when they really only need to last till 11. And so that is something that could end up becoming a conflict, because it's related to the notions of hospitality. What are the rules of engagement when somebody hosts a party? And when does the levity end? When does somebody say, why are you here? You have to go. I'm done. You can't stay here. Go away, right? When does that end? And so that's how I read these three themes. You can read them in any way you want. Again, these themes are not necessarily designed to be taken all three at once. That was just me doing that. But if you have a story where you have a character who's way too serious and they need to get a little moment of levity, perfectly fine. You can also use a side quest where suddenly someone shows up at the door and it's the cousin. I had a student who once had a father-in-law show up who had been missing for 23 years and now had to be taken care of in 5th stage or 4th stage pancreatic cancer. That changes things. So just having somebody familiar show up at the door with a conflict or with a story or with something, that tests the rules of hospitality. That's an amazing sort of side quest that can help perhaps breathe life into what it is that you're writing. And so with that, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you in the next video.